Hello, this is David Kozich, Chief Spiritual Officer for the Lovemakers Foundation. I'm up here near the base of Mount Whitney, Whitney Portals, California. I was in the desert meditating and praying to help end the pandemic, to help bring justice to all blacks in America. I've been praying and giving love for the economic recovery since America is officially in a recession. But it was 95 degrees down here. Decided to travel to one of the highest peaks in California, the continental United States, Mount Whitney, but the road is closed, so Deborah and I hiked in to film this love message entitled, "In Love You Shall Trust." And I can say as the wind blows into my face and I'm behind this majestic view, you can trust love. And I realize that it's difficult to trust love. It's difficult to believe that love is the power that I've been espousing love is. But I will say this: if you have the ability to give love and to receive love, and at some point to be loved, you already are perfect. If everybody in our society was love, there would be no riots. There would be no protest, because there wouldn't be a need to protest, because there'd be love. The police officers would have love in their hearts and use the force only necessary to subdue a prospective criminal. But just be love. Love is the way. Gandhi said we must widen the circle of our love. And that's one thing we're here to do in Lovemakers, to widen the circle of love until the scope of our love encompasses the whole world. I also did a lot of reading, back to my college days, especially when I read Frederick Douglas's biography and the horrific. Things are bad now in race relations, but they were worse 100, 150, 200 years ago. And so I went to the people who went through the struggle to gain freedom and equality. Frederick Douglass, who was at one point a slave, broke free. And as a free man, wrote a profound autobiography. And he said, if there's no struggle, there is no progress. And if I fall down this mountain, it's okay. Because I'm here to give love, to give this world love. And there's no struggle too great to keep us at Lovemakers Foundation from giving the world love and from bringing people who believe in love to our foundation. Martin Luther King said, "Love is the only force capable of transforming an enemy into a friend." That's what we need to do now. We need to transform our enemies into our friends. If it takes 3 million people walking for black lives, then that's what we have to do. As I mentioned before in other talks, it takes a lot more love to overcome the negative. It's just the way it is. But I believe in love, and I believe what Martin Luther King said, that in the end, love, unconditional love, will be our ultimate reality. James Baldwin, one of the most important authors and thinkers of the 20th century, the child of a single mother, growing up in Harlem, born in 1924, he said, "Love that does not begin and end the way we seem to think it does. That love is a battle, that love is a war, that love is growing up. In the end, we shall grow up in love, where all people have love in their hearts, love for one another." And it seems so simple. Jesus said, "Love one another as you love yourself." It's so simple. But it doesn't mean it's easy. Because believing in love might mean you might have to be in a protest for 20 hours. It might mean that you got to put yourself on the line. It might mean that you have to give up your job and go protest. It might mean that you have to go against your friends. It doesn't matter, because in the end, what matters is justice. But that justice must be fueled with love. Nelson Mandela said, "There must and let there be peace and justice for all." Now, there was a man who could have been very bitter, who could have been violent. Instead, after spending years in jail, after being years of bludgeoned and put down by the white supremacists in South Africa, persevered in love, and made it his mission to bring justice and equality and love to the world. That's what we need to do. That's why I'm up here on this mountain. I am on the top of the mountain, and I know the mountain, like Martin Luther King, I know the mountain is the mountain of love. That no wind, no weather, no person, no one, and let no one change your heart. If you have to, turn the other cheek. Do what it takes to find justice, but do it with love. I now want to make a prayer. I pray that everybody in America, everybody in the world, finds health, happiness, and abundance. I pray the pandemic ends. I pray that we all have perfect health. I pray that we all have perfect financial abundance. I all pray that we find our route to happiness. I pray that you realize, everybody realizes, it comes to the awareness that love is the way to happiness and total joy. I pray that we all see one another as special spiritual beings in this world. So it is. Amen. It shall happen. It shall happen. Love is the way. If you want to support our foundation, you can go to the YouTube video. It's posted on YouTube video. You can find our website. You can call us at our 877-711-0850 number. But the purpose of this video is just to bring you love. And I pray that you find love in your heart. I pray that you're on the road to finding love, to connecting with your highest source, because you shall. Love is the way. Have a nice day.